Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and the Restless Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Here are the spoilers for the week of December 9th, 2024, on the Young and the Restless. Fans may anticipate Jordan wearing a fresh disguise the next week. Claire Grace Newman's loyalty is put to the test by Victor Newman. Sally Spectra assesses how she feels about Billy Abbott. Lily Winters must also make a tough choice. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera next week, as you continue reading. Spoilers for Monday, December 9th of The Young and the Restless. Jordan will don a new disguise, according to YNR teasers for Monday, December 9th. Sharon Newman receives unsettling news from Nick Newman and Mariah Copeland. In addition, Kyle Abbott maintains harmony between Summer Newman and Claire. Because every executive needs that. To act as a daycare instructor for two acrimonious adolescent females. Spoilers for YNR for Tuesday, December 10th. Phyllis Summers and Daniel Romalotti. Jr. call for justice for Heather Stevens on Tuesday, December 10th. I have no idea what they're anticipating. Isn't that the purpose of the trial? To get her sentenced? Since the trial hasn't even begun, I'm not sure what other justice they seek. It would have been different if Sharon had gotten off. Anyway, Phyllis's wild screeching continues. Devin Hamilton Winters and Abby Newman Abbott return from their honeymoon in the meantime. In addition, Ian Ward runs across a former acquaintance. Spoilers for Wednesday, December 11th episode of The Young and the Restless. Spies by Sharon Newman. The Restless and the Young according to Wednesday, December 11th teasers. Sharon eavesdrops on Phyllis. Diane Jenkins Abbott and Billy plot. That is quite an unexpected turn of events. Additionally, Victor defeats Jack Abbott in the end. Thursday, December 12th YNR spoilers. Victor puts Claire's allegiance to the test on Thursday, December 12th. Jordan is close by, so this may get dangerous. Lily has to make a difficult choice. In addition, Audra Charles promises Nate Hastings something. Friday, December 13th spoilers for The Young and the Restless. Sally Spectra assesses. On December 13th Friday, Sally assesses her feelings for Billy. The bond between Michael Baldwin and Phyllis is put to the test. Phyllis might feel as though a murderer is escaping with the fresh details surrounding Sharon's case. Even if it's complicated, Phyllis is concealing some things. Nate also requests that Devin and Lily give Audra another chance. On Monday, December 9th, 2024. Which narrative are you most excited to see? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. According to previews on The Young and the Restless, Jordan might require a means of distracting the police. Jordan will provide Ian Ward with some regrettable information on the December 9th episode, because the police are aware that PCP was added to Sharon Newman's medicine bottle. Jordan will eventually promise to devise a new plan, even though she will acknowledge that there is no way to hide the truth. What would Jordan do after assuring Ian that she can resolve this issue for them? Jordan may attempt to convince the police that someone else is at fault, as she cannot reverse the fact that they are aware of the PCP. Jordan may want to confirm that there is no chance that the trail will ever lead to her or her criminal associate. Jordan may come to the realization that Phyllis Summers might be the scapegoat if she chooses to pursue that line of inquiry. Jordan might take advantage of the fact that Phyllis and Sharon have been engaged in a public feud for what seems like an eternity. Jordan could easily fabricate proof to suggest that Sharon's medicine bottle was tampered with by Phyllis. Ian would likely relish the opportunity to include Phyllis in all of this YNR turmoil because of their tumultuous past. The silver SUV Sharon was driving didn't like the one that ran Phyllis off the road the night of Abby and Devin Winters' wedding. If Jordan frames Sharon, it might not help her because Phyllis is already accusing her. Since Christine Blair had already heard Phyllis bring up a truck, she suspects that Phyllis may not be correct when she claims that Sharon was the cause of the collision. Jordan may fabricate a story to suggest that Phyllis has been attempting to drive Sharon insane. It may appear that Phyllis was unaware that Sharon would pursue Heather Stevens and deprive Daniel Romalotti Jr. of his true love. To put it another way, Jordan may fabricate evidence indicating Phyllis was responsible for the medication tampering. It can seem as though Phyllis lost control of her scheme and is now desperately trying to hide her own role. Jordan might attempt to set Phyllis up for targeting Sharon nevertheless, but there's no assurance that a scheme like that would fool Michael Baldwin and Nick Newman. In any event, Sharon may become suspicious of her adversary, since she will spy on Phyllis over the week of December 9th to 13th. Jordan might be inspired by it to set Phyllis up and make sure that both Ian's and her hands are kept clean. According to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, Jordan will undoubtedly have more tricks up her sleeve, so we'll give you our predictions for all the sly information that will surface soon. Updates and teasers for The Young and the Restless hint that January will bring shocks, upheavals, and scandals to Genoa City. Let's get started and discover what the upcoming year has in store. Spoilers for The Young and the Restless. Nick's outrageous defense of Sharon per Phyllis. First of all, Nick Newman's passionate defense of Sharon Newman is sure to cause some people to take notice, particularly Phyllis Summers. Is Nick about to suggest that Heather Stevens might have been taken out by someone else when Sharon was having a blackout? If such is the case, Phyllis may think Nick is going too far in trying to save his beloved damsel in distress, and will keep trying to dissuade him. Nick is growing increasingly concerned, though, as he has observed that Sharon is having trouble remembering the circumstances behind Heather's disappearance. Given Sharon's medication adjustments and other indications, Nick may begin to believe that she is being framed. Phyllis's memories of the night of her crash could lead to another scandal. She might even experience some scandalous flashbacks and attempt to suppress them. Phyllis has been hesitant to forgive Sharon for running her off the road, even though she recalls an unknown truck that wasn't hers. This is because Phyllis is Phyllis, and that's what Phyllis does. But this might alter if Phyllis's memories start to come back to her. Could she suddenly remember seeing Jordan driving? It might be a crucial clue, even if she only recalls Jordan in disguise, especially since Claire Newman has noticed an oddly familiar woman prowling around GC. In the end, Phyllis might perhaps solve more of the puzzle and share her memories. Spoilers for The Young and the Restless. Startling revelations and surprises. The biggest scandal of the century could occur if Phyllis is able to clear Sharon, and she won't want anybody to know. When everyone finds out about Ian Ward's return to Genoa City, he is also expected to cause a disturbance. Many people will be afraid of his exposure. Anticipate a surge of suspicion directed at Ian, which may reveal his covert partnership with Jordan. We pledge to keep you updated on all the unexpected turns and dramatic twists that January has in store. The following month is jam-packed with amazing storylines that fans just cannot afford to miss, according to impending spoilers. On the December 6th episode of The Young and the Restless, put Smilin' Jack Abbott in the win column. What are we hearing? Nadia's theme is playing on a record with a shrieking needle. A cocky Jack believed he had outwitted Victor, but we believe he was overrejoicing in his victory. Jack visited Nikki at the new Newman property. Victor invited Jack to leave his house when he got back since he didn't like having his enemy there. Jack praised Victor as he was leaving for selling the gutted pieces of glissade at such a low price because he had purchased there. Nikki appeared surprised, but Victor remained silent. Jack was ecstatic, believing he had won this round of Newman versus Abbott, while Victor just watched stoically. Here's why we believe Jack is completely mistaken. Victor and Kyle had a sit-down earlier in the show. He explained that he always plays the long game to the younger man, who will be starting anew at Jabot. This served as a hint for the audience as well as the Abbotts. Victor could not have predicted that Jack would repurchase Glissade's parts at a discount. Actually, we believe he was aware of it before Jack publicly declared it. Recall that Victor also spoke with Diane in this episode. Her family will never be complete again, he told her. Without a question, Victor is ahead of the game as usual, and Jack somehow played perfectly into his hands. Jack should ultimately learn, but as of right now, it doesn't appear that he has. What is Victor doing right now, in your opinion? Is it possible that Jack truly prevailed in this battle? Tell us in the comments section below. Claire Grace Newman's loyalty is put to the test by Victor Newman. Sally Spectra assesses how she feels about Billy Abbott. Lily Winters must also make a tough choice. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera next week, as you continue reading. Spoilers for Monday, December 9th of The Young and the Restless. Jordan will don a new disguise, according to Y&R teasers for Monday, December 9th. Sharon Newman receives unsettling news from Nick Newman and Mariah Copeland. In addition, Kyle Abbott maintains harmony between Summer Newman and Claire. Because every executive needs that. To act as a daycare instructor for two acrimonious adolescent females. Spoilers for Y&R for Tuesday, December 10th. Phyllis Summers and Daniel Romalotti. Jr. call for justice for Heather Stevens on Tuesday, December 10th. I have no idea what they're anticipating. Isn't that the purpose of the trial? To get her sentenced? Since the trial hasn't even begun, I'm not sure what other justice they seek. It would have been different if Sharon had gotten off. Anyway, Phyllis's wild screeching continues. Devin Hamilton Winters and Abby Newman Abbott return from their honeymoon in the meantime. In addition, Ian Ward runs across a former acquaintance.